Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Shaping Your Future weekly video series. Today I want to talk about the importance of auditing our expectations. And by our expectations, what I mean is that we need to do an internal audit of the expectations that we have for ourselves. So everybody has conscious and unconscious expectations. The conscious expectations are simple. These usually take the form of objectives, goals, targets, things that you can measure and can attain and can look at and say, yeah, we've hit that. But it's the unconscious expectations that tend to drive most of the actions in our lives. And what's so strange about this is that if they are unconscious expectations, that means that they have not been clearly defined. You see, it's these expectations that often tell us that we need to put in an extra hour at the office rather than go home and play with the kids. And then on the flip side, if you do go home and play with the kids, it's those same expectations of saying you should have put an extra hour in at the office rather than coming home and playing with the kids. You see, this is insane, but this is what so many of us often deal with. Your expectations, both conscious and unconscious, need to be aligned. And the reason why is because you cannot be successful in one without being successful in the other. And that is the main point here. Doing an expectation audit with yourself, with your team, with your significant other is incredibly valuable because you can sit down and start to determine what are the key things that I'm trying to accomplish and how do I actually feel about that? What is my intuition, my gut telling me about these objectives that I have here? And is there some disconnect that I need to really get clear on? So now that you know the importance of auditing your expectations, I'm going to give you two simple questions that you can ask yourself in order to speed that process along. The first is, do these unconscious feelings or these expectations that are undefined, are they aligning with who it is that I'm ultimately aspiring to be? The second question is, do these unconscious expectations, these feelings of anxiety or conflict, are they in direct contradiction with those things that I deem to be most important? Now, if you start with those two simple questions, you will find that that really kicks off the process of helping you to find out where in your own personal narrative these expectations have been disconnected. And it will allow you to quickly determine what things are real, what things need to be thrown out, and you can then begin creating triggers to help yourself remember that this right here is unrealistic and it's an unconscious expectation that has no reality in those things that I'm trying to achieve long term. As always, thanks for watching. If you'd like to find out ways to incorporate these strategies, these tips into your own organization or into your life personally, please feel free to reach out to me directly. You can either call me at the number listed below or you can reach me by email. Also, if you'd like to find out more about me and my work, you can always visit my site at thejarednicholsgroup.com. And as always, I appreciate your feedback, your thoughts. If there's any topic in particular that you'd like to see me tackle or a question that you have, please send it my way. I would certainly encourage that and always welcome your thoughts so I can make sure that I'm providing things that will be of value to you. All right, see you next week.